Have you ever heard the expression, give it your all no matter what? Well, Ed Gould took this expression to a whole nother level. Some of you might not know who Ed is, so in that case let me explain. Ed is a web animator and a creator of a series called Ed's World. Now, others may be thinking, what's that different from the many millions of other creations or creators out there? And the answer is, not only did Ed constantly create, but he inspired people as well, despite being diagnosed with leukemia and being offered fame and fortune. Even in a British web article at yourlocalguardian.co.uk, it states that Ed's a ridiculously driven and hard-working person. Now, let's look at some of the challenges in which Ed faced, and then look at how he constantly inspired so many people. In 2004, with the help of some of his friends, Ed created the series called Ed's World. Now, none of them realized how famous this series would become, and how quickly it would take off. Even on YouTube, today it has over 85 million views. When British TV producers and creators saw this, they immediately came to Ed with money and offering him his own TV show even. But Ed was dedicated to Ed's World and its fans, and declined all of these offers. But another serious and more life-threatening challenge arose in 2006, when Ed was tragically diagnosed with leukemia. Now, after 3 years of chemotherapy and a battle with his cancer, Ed finally seemed to be in the clear, until the cancer came back in 2011. But throughout this time, even though he was in a hospital bed getting chemotherapy treatment and constantly fighting with leukemia, Ed created solely for the fans of Ed's World and produced hundreds of episodes. Now, Ed was driven and didn't stop until his death in March 29th, 2012. But after he passed away, his friends and family came together and they created a video in tribute to Ed. Now, this video alone got over 3 million views in the first 3 months, not including the many videos that came off of it or the video responses itself. The problem was that Ed was gone, and fans believed that this was the end of Ed's World. But soon after, Tom Ridgewell, co-creator of Ed's World and one of Ed's dearest friends, came out to the public and announced that Ed had asked him before he passed away to, with the rest of his friends who created it, continue Ed's World even without him. Now, this shows how Ed was creative and how he constantly created. But let's look at how he inspired. In 2009, the United Nations Climate Conference wanted a video to open up their conference with. This video had to fit the criteria of showing the problem and offering a solution, whether big or small. And there was millions of submitted videos, and Ed's alone won out of the millions of people because of his creative talent and his inspiration. Now, his video was about how the overuse of electricity could cause things like global disasters or drastic weather changes. And he offered the solution of the little things that people can do to save electricity. No matter seeming how small, if everyone did a little, it would go a long way. So, overall, Ed inspired many. And if this is not believed, in a video created by Tom Ridgewell after Ed passed away, Tom gathered hundreds of videos about Ed and his talent to inspire. They all consisted of the condolences of Ed's friends and family, and how Ed inspired them to either become animators like himself or to follow their own dreams, no matter how far off or crazy they may seem. Ed was many things. Creative, talented, hardworking. But the one thing that his friends and family described him the most as was a gentle soul. And as Tom Ridgewell best said, even though Ed is gone, his world will keep on turning.